couple weeks, but that was too.
I dislike it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Couple weeks, but that was.
Oh yeah.
Too.
So
I
we'll see how
dislike it.
in depth we get.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah. But we can get started soon. Oh yeah.
Too.
So
I
we'll see how
dislike it.
in depth we get.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
We're live whenever you want to go.
Oh. Okay. Is everyone ready?
Mm-hmm.
All
I'm
right.
good.
Ready? Go.
Go.
I run out.
The rest.
Candy hasn't missed hit die like on level up.
No, he hasn't. Okay, so welcome to your best imaginary friends live stream. This is Dungeons and Dragons 5e. We are in Horde of the Dragon Queen. We are let's see, we just started. I can't say much more than that. I was about to give spoilers. We are currently the gang of firewater drinkers have
Is that right?
subdued the attack on, I don't know. You guys don't have an official name.
Firewater Squad, first off, if we're going to insult us
Phandalin
correctly.
Fighters.
Oh, no.
With a PH. You guys are, you subdued an attack on Greenest, and you were sent by the mayor as well as your friends, the monks, asked you to find Leosin, who seems to have disappeared, most likely taken by the cultists. And I'm trying to remember his name, Tarbaugh Nighthill asked you to find out more information on the cult. Mainly, like, how many are there? Where's their next attack going to be? What their overall goal might be, and where they might be hitting next. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's about it. Ooh.
It's a hairball.
Yeah. And yeah, so you had just found some stragglers on the way up to the chasing after them. It was kind of like a go now or it might be hard to sneak in. And yeah, okay. So you are still on the road. Is there anything? And right now, Thoroughly's passed out. Halek and Dandy are strangely quiet because we are missing 2 players tonight.
Well, Halek's the big spoon right now.
I think, yeah, Halek actually, I told Halek to get a nap in when he came back.
All right.
So,
All right.
can you reiterate how long it'll take us to reach this camp?
You don't know. You don't know where the camp is, and you're just following the tracks.
Was mentioned last week it would take about a day's egg.
Okay, thank you. I was like, I could have sworn we had time for a long rest.
No, I didn't say that. I said that you don't know. That it could take a day, it could take longer, it could take shorter.
Okay, cool.
I thought we were near a camp and we were headed toward them.
Well, it better take at least 8 hours, guys, to start doing some zigzags.
Yeah, I was just thinking, we walk real slow.
So, wait, where are we? Are we in the woods?
So you're walking kind of in, it's like rolling hills. There are trees spotted. I was like playing with maps and you're on there on an old map we're not using right now.
Cool.
So you've been traveling for maybe like another hour. You're probably maybe like 4 hours in. And you're traveling along dirt paths. As you're going, you're kind of headed uphill. And it's pretty quiet. And you continue to travel. Would anyone like to do anything?
So so Thoroughly's been asleep for like 4-ish hours?
I'm sorry?
Thoroughly's been asleep for 4-ish hours?
4-ish hours, yeah.
Okay. Before we we were like an hour or two in. Rona, did you need to rest as well?
No, but I did have a quick question because I don't know if we already fought these people. What is wrong with my brain? I found 8 kobolds and four cultists celebrating.
Yeah, we melted those guys. The kobolds ran away, but the cultists were dead.
Yeah, you killed
them. Okay, kill them dead. Good job.
Yes,
So,
pretty much.
do we have enough time to rest?
You have no idea.
We have a cart though, so you can go hop in the back of the cart. I can. We've only been up for like 3 hours fighting the dragon in the town. So
you've been up all night, and it is not. And you've been traveling. It's probably maybe noon, like maybe 10 a.m.
Right,
like
but
it's not.
In theory, we won't get a point of exhaustion until late the next day.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So
I volunteer as tribute to drive the wagon and keep first watch or whatever.
okie doke.
If everybody wants to hop in there, or if Dandy wants to stay awake, I'm not sure how good Dandy is right now, but
Dandy would stay awake.
okay. So me and Dandy will take the first ride. So this is after we kill the camp, preferably before we started riding. I would rather them get the rest from the beginning, or from near the beginning. But yeah.
They chose not to take rest, so you guys would be like, maybe it's after you've killed the
Yeah,
people,
that's what I'm saying.
and so
Yeah.
maybe you've been napping for like an hour or so by the time.
Sure.
Yeah, I need to sleep super bad.
Yeah, that sounds fine. So you three are in the back. Halik, Thrilly, and Rona are trying to catch a nap. Me and Danny I'll keep it nice, reasonably slow while following the tracks, and keep it a very sharp eye out.
Oh,
Okay.
You know what, Christine? I just noticed something. So I just pulled up my character sheet again, and the same thing happened as last time, where it replenished everything that I had. So I don't know if it's me logging out that's doing that, but now it's reset.
That's weird. I mean, it should just keep it how it was.
I don't know if it's a setting I have.
I don't think so. Do you know if you just... I don't think so. We'll have to look at it because
Are your
think
spell
it
slots
should
at 0 or
save
full?
it.
They were at 0 when I logged out last time, and now back to full.
Yeah, the way the script that Thrilly works is the spell slots you start at full, which is 0, and they work their way up. I don't know why it would have emptied you though. Is also the same question,
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
Are your
Okay.
hit points different?
My hit points are at full. I don't remember if that was accurate.
Well,
I think we were
I
at
think
full. Yeah.
Yeah, most of you are at full.
I was the only one that took a hit, basically, after we got healed.
A big old hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
A few.
Okay.
And you should have... Did you get... Are you at full now? Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not. That's why I'm sleeping.
Oh, okay. I thought that healers came. Healers would have come and brought you back to full before you left. Really. I'm sorry. I thought that was... I forgot that part. So if you want to bring it up to full, that's fine. But I know you're more concerned about your spell slots.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So yeah.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for anyone who's awake and
Dandy's
keeping a
not.
keen eye out.
Wow, good way to start the night. Thank God we kept Dandy awake.
Yeah. As you are...
That's not a dandy roll. Let me try again.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta roll a 1.
Oh wait, no, I'm sleeping.
That's a great perception for a sleeping person.
Exactly.
You're about 4 hours. I almost said days after that. Oh my god. 4 hours into your trip when Danny holds up his hand and says, "Wait, guys, look at the ridge." He points to you, Zag, and as you look up about 15 feet on like a slope, there is a group of cultists. They're dressed in like some are just the like lowest tier of cultist, and then some two more who you've never seen never seen this dress, but it's pretty fancy. They look like, Dandy says, like they kind of look like veterans almost. So yeah, and they are standing behind boulders and they are keeping their eyes out. You don't know if they see you or not.
Okay, so I'm 90% sure that did we grab disguises? I can't remember. It's a little foggy. I feel like we we would have grabbed at least just the cultist robes.
Nope.
Okay.
I thought, yeah.
All right.
We didn't do that.
Yeah,
How
you
else
guys
were we
were
gonna infiltrate?
disguised.
Okay.
We were disguised, and you were
Yeah.
piling gold on top of us sleeping.
That's right. Yeah, because we're bringing back the loot. That's right.
Well, Rona definitely didn't do that. I don't remember.
Yeah, and there may be 30. Sorry, let me just double check.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're about 100-ish yards away.
Yuck.
All right. So how long have these guys been sleeping?
For 4 hours for some, maybe hour or so for the others.
Okay. So, I'll go investigate with Dandy, I guess. Or
I mean,
actually,
that's pretty much all you can see. To investigate, you would have to get closer.
Okay. I will poke awake. I'll just turn into. I'll say, I'll be right back, Dandy. Stay with the cart. Wake them if anything happens, or if you hear any uproar. And I'll shape into like a squirrel and go climb a nearby tree.
All right. Go ahead and roll a stealth.
Sure.
At advantage for looking like an animal, like in the area.
Cool. 18.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you get how much closer are you getting?
You said
Closest.
the ridge was only 15. No, 100 yards away. You said.
Yeah, it's about 100. They're about 100 yards away and about 15.
Okay. I'll go like, let's say half the distance and see if I can get any closer idea of what's happening, or where are they stopping there? Are they going into a cave?
They're standing at the ridge. They're keeping their eyes out. They're as you get closer, they seem to just keep their eyes out. One like looks at you and then just passes you by, like doesn't really give a second.
I'm a squirrel in a tree, so
yeah. They look pretty alert, and they're not like, it's not like the other group. They're not just hanging out. They are like focused on their task.
All right, so I'll come back. I'll bamf out of squirrel form, and I'll say, "It looks like they're guarding something, Dandy. I'm not sure whether we should wake everybody. We're all pretty weak from the last fight. Is there anywhere around? Do you think that we could hide for a couple more hours?" I guess Dandy can't answer that. I'm gonna roll survival, I guess, and try and find us like a secluded area.
Okay.
13.
You look around and you realize, like, if you go off the path, you can't take the wagon. You also may lose the tracks for where the cultists went. So you'd just be wandering in the fields.
Oh, so they don't look like they're guarding a camp, not like the camp, but a camp.
You don't know if they're guarding a camp or not. They're just like standing, and they're more like guarding the road. They're keeping an eye out.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah.
I said, okay, I'll wake up everybody else, and I start poking awake everyone.
So you said I'd be at full health?
Yeah, you would be at full health for sure. After the fight, healers come and are supposed to heal you. So.
Sorry to wake you guys up so soon, but there's a group of people on the road, and I'm not sure whether we wanted to sneak through or maybe just fight them, or what? And I was not going to do that alone, so here we are.
Rona immediately bolts up and to a sitting position and says, "How many are there?"
There was, what, 2 veterans and how many others, Christine?
Looked like 6 of the kind of lowest ranking of cultists.
Okay.
Not like the mercenary, but like definitely ones that have drunk the wine. Well,
Let's try and sneak by them, but if we can't, then we'll take them.
All right. Are we sticking with the wagon, or are we abandoning it here with the treasure?
I don't want to leave it here.
All right, let's try and roll through
Wagon.
then. Go, yeah, Thoroughly. Are you awake, or did you just push me away?
Yeah.
Does anybody have a way of making this look like something else?
Well, how? I thought we had disguised ourselves as cultists.
I was under the impression you were disguised as cultists.
We were?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you said earlier that we weren't, so I was a little confused. Yeah, that's my fault. I misheard. So yeah, so I'll pull my our cloaks up nice and tight. I've already waited just in case things go wrong anyway. And I'll say,
cast Blessing of the Trickster on Rona.
yeah, are you okay with this, Rona? Or I know you like
With what?
with sneaking? You said sneaking was their plan.
I thought we were sitting on the cart.
Yeah,
Aren't
we are, but we're just gonna like pull the
Well,
hoods
I'm not
up
moving anywhere. Yeah.
and just
Not really
try and
moving
ride
anywhere.
through them, right? All right, cool.
Before we get too embedded into this, how are we on spells? Is it considered a long rest or just a short rest?
No one is regained.
Oh, it'd be a
anything.
short.
Okay,
Yeah,
so just
Yeah, if you wanted to roll hit dice, you would have gotten those, but right now, no one's rested.
okay. And then quick question about it just went right out of my head. Don't worry, I'll think of it. Too many things today, just too many things. Okay.
Does anybody speak Draconic? I don't think these guys speak Draconic necessarily, but okay. So here we go, I guess. You guys want to stay in the back and be ready for anything, and I sort of, the horses gently.
Wait, is everything covered? Like all of our treasure, everything's covered up. We're just basically hoods over the head.
We want to show the treasure. We're coming back with the haul from the town.
We want to avoid them? Aren't we
they
like
just-
skirting them around in the woods? Like, why are we walking right up to them?
I don't
I
think,
think we just straight up try to deceive them. Just go straight through.
What?
because we have to follow the tracks. I tried to find a hiding spot, but the tracks are faint, and I think they're fading. So
Is this like the only
Plus,
paved
if
road?
If they see a cart leaving the road, they're gonna get suspicious.
So they can see us approaching, Christine?
From best you can tell, this seems like it was set up so that there's only one path to take.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to sit up front in the driver's next to Zag, like closest to the occultist, so if they attack, they get me first.
All right. Yeah.
And
Go ahead.
oh yeah, and then I remembered what my question was. When can I change spells? Is it after a long rest or after a short rest? Not that
Long
it matters
rest.
now. Anyway. Long rest. Okay, thanks. Sorry.
No, it's okay. You can change yours every morning or after a long rest. Yeah.
Groovy.
All right. Yeah. So as you approach and you get closer, everyone roll I'm going to let you all roll deception checks at advantage. Just the three of you. You don't have to roll it for the others.
only a 12. My ears like poke out and stuff.
Oh boy.
That should have been
Oh,
advantage,
boy.
not disadvantage.
Okay. So,
Alright. And here's the release.
The negatives. Still, oh my god, you rolled so good.
holy shit, yeah. Yeah, so You guys are approaching. Are you saying anything as you get closer?
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Are they like? Is this like an encampment that we have to stop at, or is it just like a barrier set up with like kind of like a police stop?
So you're just as you're walking, Dandy was looking around with his keen perception. He looked up at a hill, and the road looks normal. It looks like it is like as you were looking around and you realize that there's a trap. You see that like the road kind of gets narrow in this like kind of like a bank where like there are two sides that are steeper on either side. So you are walking through like an area that seemed chosen, and the trap is more like there are rocks on a hill and the cultists are behind them. The only reason why he saw it was because he's kind of like he rolled so high. Like this isn't like what doesn't look like a camp, but it's like this is like
It's like a
So they're
tunnel
like
or
up on a
something.
ravine, and then they're like ready to push the rocks down.
Mhm.
Oh, so there's
Yeah.
nobody that we can even really talk to here.
Well, they're only 15 feet up, and Zag saw that they were completely dressed in cultist regalia. So I'm trying to give like hints without giving stuff away, like so,
yeah.
yeah. And you know that
Basically,
cultists.
if I see them like once I notice that they notice them, I just like give a nod.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay,
good
so
solid head
as
nod.
you
I
get
like that.
closer, you see some movement behind the rocks, and someone shouts out, "Who's there?"
I reach over and cast. Well, can Dandy speak for us? He's pretty charismatic, right? In theory, or would you want just to do with the three of us?
You could ask him to say something specifically, and we will say that he says that.
Okay. So I'll sort of lean over to. Did you want to go ahead, Rona?
I was just I mean, I don't know. I have a pretty high charisma.
Yeah, even
Yeah,
better.
she does.
So cool.
Alright.
So I'll lean over to Rona and I'll enhance her ability for charisma.
Okay.
That's my last spell slot, folks.
Oh boy. We're here to drop off the treasure. Let us through.
All right. Hail Tiamat.
Dicks in her throat a little bit. Tiamat.
What was that?
Hail Tiamat. Sorry,
all clear.
road. Dry, throat's parched.
You hear, all clear, all clear. And Rona
Tickle corn, tickle corn, tickle corn.
tickle corn. Rona, as you as the wagon keeps going, you hear one of them say, "Ah, old school armor."
I say nothing, not wanting to draw any more attention to us, but it's logged away.
Yeah. So you travel down the road for about 20 more minutes, and as you
Going
travel,
back to sleep as soon as we clear.
okay. As soon as you do, you are like kind of on a top level. You look down into this valley, and it is bustling with cultists. You are at the Raiders camp. You've only been traveling about 12 miles, so that is about 4 hours. And as you're looking, you see that it is packed full of cultists, more than you could ever, even at level 5, take all of them out. There are just a lot of them. You quickly realize that it was a good idea that you came at this time because it is chaotic. There are celebrations, people are shouting, you see kobolds like roasting meat and cheering these little like, "Hail Tiamat, let's eat!" And you, as you walk into the camp, it's jovial, with just the atmosphere is just happy. I guess you would come around the ridge and go come in through this way. As you are coming in, you see 2 watchtowers. Can you see these? Am I on the right layer? One right here and one right here. So you see 2 manned watchtowers. You see several tents. And everyone roll perception checks.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm looking for prison arrangements.
Yeah. You see a cave that's heavily guarded right here. Damn, girl.
That's right, it's a 26.
Yeah. So you see a heavily guarded cave. You see a heavily guarded tent right here away from everyone. And as you are, I'm assuming that you guys are entering the camp.
I mean, we don't have a choice.
Yeah. You got all the way here.
Yeah.
You see cultists of you see like basic cultists, maybe in like brown or so, and then you see you're able to discern colors. Some are wearing these black cloaks and are wearing or like just wearing a lot of black, and they're off together. You see some that are wearing all blue that seem to be representative of the most are like the blue cultists, and there are some that are dressed in red, and they're all kind of in their separate groups divided by color. You get the feeling that maybe the blue is associated with the blue dragon. You see what look like regular townspeople. You see the male dwarf that helped you at the keep. You know, the guy who was showing you the histories. He's chained to a boulder and doing hard labor already as you're passing. And there are other like people, humans and halflings, prisoners. And then as your eyes look around, all the way over here, you see a much more guarded area. And as you're looking, you see Leosin hanging up like on a cross, basically tied up. He looks extremely weak and badly beaten.
But not on death's door.
I mean,
well,
yeah.
What you said is what you said is what we get. That makes sense.
He looks like he's been tortured ever since he came out, and yeah.
Is he awake or is he unconscious?
He's not really moving much.
Okay.
Are they all distracted, kind of, or are they guarded?
They're like guards, but everyone is in like really good spirits right now. People are cracking open wine, already drinking. You'd have to do like a real reconnaissance to get the feeling of those guards.
Okay, so with my perception, I basically have a general feel of the camp, essentially. And
yeah.
I know there's cave is well guarded, tent is well guarded, 2 guard towers, and Leosin's position.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. And there are other prisoners in that area who are not quite as beaten as Leosin. So you can all guess that they knew who he was.
Okay.
And they are taking care of him.
In the way that they do.
In a horrible way. Not really taking care of him. Why did I say that?
Ew.
Anyone have any other questions?
No. I do want to run very fast away from here.
Yeah, I'm starting to get real anxious. So
we're gonna need an army for this.
I guess
one.
You want to just try to blend in?
I think that's the best for right now.
Yeah, just do we want to do a general reconnaissance, or?
I don't even know how we're gonna get over to him.
We can't rescue Leosin, I don't think. It's not... well, I guess we have Dandy, but then we have to... He's in a
blend again. Thrill will jump off the cart and just, like, go to the nearest party. I'm assuming we brought some wine or treasure.
Yeah. You always have, like, an ale, some ale or something.
Bottle in each hand. Just pass it around.
So who are you going to be approaching? Like some general cultists, some mercenaries, some in a certain color?
The nearest group that was drinking.
All right, so you kind of mosey up over to the nearest group that are kind of dressed like you, like in the brown, like kind of and as soon as you come over, they say, hey, here, have some wine. Oh, you have some wine. Welcome, friends.
Great
welcome.
pickings.
Oh, man, that felt good, right?
Yeah, not too bad.
Man, I was a blacksmith back in the day, and I made no money. And look at this, and he like holds up his pouch. 10 gold in one day. That's amazing. They're really taking care of us here, aren't they?
Yeah. My group, we got even more than that.
Oh, that's awesome. You know, don't forget to drop it off. They don't like it if you. It's one thing if they give you the gold, but if you keep it for yourself, then they get a little bit.
Oh yeah. That's right. Sorry,
Yeah.
I did get hit a bit on the head.
Hey, we've all been new once, man.
Where am I dropping everything off?
Over there, and he kind of points to this last tent area over here. Yeah, take your whole wagon, your whole party.
Yeah,
drop all your
I'll do
stuff.
that.
Oh, they're
I'll
gonna
see you guys
really
later.
love. They're gonna really love those horses, man. Those are some good horses you got.
So I'll head back to the wagon and tell them to head over that way.
Yeah, I'm just percepting the whole time. Just trying to see how many I can forget numbers, locations, stuff like that.
All right. There are hundreds, maybe 300-400 of people.
Also listening for any future plans and stuff like that. So.
All right, roll perception. Everyone can roll perception, and you'll each hear.
Only a 13.
And you can roll for Dandy since he has a really high perception.
Womp womp.
Haley's actually got a pretty good one too. Just
yeah, you can roll for
that was the
their
Haley roll
You're
right
a very
there.
wise party, to be honest.
Yeah. Are you? Okay. So, really, like the most you hear about is like it's really chaotic, and as you're looking around, you notice that like the guard towers, the people in there aren't really moving. So, and it's as the day has worn on, like you guys got there probably 3 hours after the main pack of the raiders got. Everyone's getting pretty wasted. So you're looking around and you're feeling that it's getting at night, by nightfall, it's gonna be pretty quiet or loud, but no one's gonna really care or notice. Yeah, so you see like some kobolds that are fighting over a bunch of meat. You see some of the cultists in red. Oh, go ahead.
Let's going around Leos and are like, is there groups throwing stuff at him since he's tied up right now, opposed to being tortured, or what's going on?
Every once in a while, a group of the cultists, mainly like the guys in the black, go over and they'll throw like tomatoes and rotten food at him, but no one is actively torturing him, and there's no one.
What's he tied up with?
Rope.
Rope.
Yeah, and then maybe an hour. I don't know how long you guys are staying, but eventually they will take him down and put him into a barrack. But
I wanted to see what was going on when we were dropping off the cart there.
Yeah. Your general perception is like all of this is very mobile, so it's not like they're going to have like, steel doors everywhere. It's a pretty mobile setup.
Zeg.
Yep.
Those rocks.
Yep.
They break rope. I would think they'd do better on chain, but
it's possible, but unlikely unless you get the right stone, I believe. I do have to check what type of damage they do. I'm pretty sure it's bludgeoning. I'll check.
I'm just putting some conversation that you hear as you're walking around, just so that you can, as you're. These are from like the cultists in different colors.
Yeah, it's bludgeoning damage, so it could work, but I don't know how many times have you hit a rope with a club and it breaks.
You're
How
trying to
thick is
hit. You're trying to hit a rope with a club.
How thick is the cross? Are we talking like Roman crucifix, or
Yeah.
is it a little bit more ramshackle?
It's like if you took two big beams.
Okay, so Roman
from a house.
crucifix.
Yeah, it's big.
You're trying to hit a rope with a club.
No, it would have worked better if he was chained up. I was thinking of throwing some rocks at it.
Oh, I like the way you think, because like, oh, Leosin, and then just do a nice like rock attack and accidentally break it.
Come swing with me.
I don't think rope's gonna work. It would stand a much better chance with chain.
Yeah, no.
You need the two hard impacts.
These are like various conversations you're hearing. They're like people are inviting you to sing or drink, and some people in the red garments, they say, "Hey, you want to join us? You don't have your mark yet." And they hold like this iron that's been hot from the fire.
No thanks. I'm not.
Wait.
I'm gonna go see if I can get some vegetables to throw at Leosin, just so I can get a bit closer and get a better look.
You sidle up next to some of the Black Dragon cultists. They're just pretty much cheering and talking about the half elf monk, not half monk. Hey, newcomer. So you haven't.
Just before I head over that way,
Mhm.
Zach, can I have a rock or two just in case?
Yeah, you can have 2 rocks. Here you go. And I, give them a little magic touch, and I'll say, it doesn't last too long, so make whatever you're doing quick if you need these. I'll keep one for myself in case things go wrong.
I mean,
How long did they last? Like a minute?
It is a minute, exactly a minute.
Okay. So talk fast.
hey,
What are you gonna?
can I get some tomatoes? I want to try this.
No, man. You haven't drunk the worm yet. Come here. We can make you a real initiate.
I just want to throw some stuff at him.
I guess, but get his gut. Get him right in the stomach.
Okay, I'm gonna grab 2 tomatoes.
Okay.
Chuck the first one at him.
All right. Go ahead and roll attack. Or
Just
dex.
dex.
Just
Just
roll
a
a
dex check.
check.
Since I'm
Yeah.
not proficient in tomatoes.
I don't think anyone is.
Oh, that is mine. I just didn't change the name.
That's okay. Yeah, it sails through the air and it just whizzes his arm. Because I assume you're actually aiming for his hands, right?
Oh,
Or his
I'm aiming
title?
for his gut.
With a tomato.
With a tomato.
Yeah, it hits him kind of like in the peck, and his eyes kind of like open, but there's no recognition of you.
No recognition.
But his eyes are kind of slowly open, but his like head kind of lolls forward, and
Probably knock him out. You think I can
it's
knock him
tomato.
It's a tomato, he
boy.
says. Yeah, I love that. That's good.
Well, if
I
you would
think I
like to
can.
try and kill the NPC you're supposed to rescue, you certainly can try to knock him out.
I'm just gonna toss the other tomato. I haven't
All
used
right.
the rocks.
I stuffed the rock
This
inside.
time I'm aiming at the head.
Okay.
Aim for his mouth. Get a little sustenance in there.
All right. You throw the tomato towards his head, and it hits him in the shoulder. He groans. He doesn't really groan, but his head just kind of moves to the other side. And you can see that his very like nice tunic that he came in wearing is ripped heavily, and he's bleeding from his side.
I'm gonna head back to the cart.
Oh wait, we got a short rest. I have more spells.
He's not doing good, but I can't see a way of getting him down until everyone else is asleep.
Well, let's wait for that then.
Yeah.
We should probably go and give pleasure to whoever is in charge.
Yep.
Before we leave, with my renewed vigor, realizing that we actually got a short rest in on the road, I'll turn to the group and say, should I try and heal him a little before we leave?
I think it's going to be too obvious.
That's what I thought too. Yeah, okay.
Should we just drive the cart into the leader's tent? I'm assuming the one with all the guards is the leader's tent. I think that would be fun.
I think that I don't want to die today, unless we're going full out, and we're going to rescue anybody here with that kind of. So let's try and keep it on the down low. Maybe just.
Okay, well, I know where we're supposed to actually drop it off.
You do? Have you been here before?
Oh. When I went over to talk to some of them that were drinking, they told me where to drop it off. Apparently they get mad if we try to keep the loot for ourselves.
Making friends already, huh?
It's pretty easy when they're already half cut.
Good, it'll make our job easier tonight.
What job is that? Zach says, frightened.
Getting out of here alive.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys are taking the cart back to the over to the area that they have the treasure in.
They said to take it there.
Yeah.
How much do you think Danny tries to pocket? Let's be real. How much do you think Danny tries to pocket?
I don't think. I mean, you guys were told that it was the.
He would have heard that.
Money.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
like how we're just straight up giving away.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
can we?
Given to us.
Well, here's the thing: we could just leave it in a inconspicuous spot and hope, and try to get it back as we leave. But I mean, that's up to you guys.
Oh, and just walk away,
exactly. Well,
if
it's super quiet, and then we hide some of it or whatever car as we're leaving.
Yeah, that sounds.
Is it
Either people are just gonna loot it, or someone else is gonna turn it in? I feel like if we turn it in, maybe we'll get some, a little bit more free reign.
Yeah, that's probably true.
If we brought all of this,
and they recognize us a little bit as not the people who killed all the people.
Fair enough. That's Arica talking, because Rona doesn't give a damn about the money.
Thrilly doesn't either. They were wanting to hang him, so.
All right. What do you guys want to do?
Drive that cart up to turn it in.
Rona's gonna try and be as inconspicuous as possible and just walk while they go turn it in, but she's gonna try and spend the night just on the outskirts of the little groups and not really catching attention from anybody as best she can.
All right.
When his name just slipped my mind. When our half-elf monk friend is taken down, I want to just not follow exactly, not straight up follow them, but know where he gets put and see how good the guards are.
Yeah. So not long after you turn in the cart, as you're doing so, they say, don't forget your horses. So I don't want to take care of these. It's this female dragonborn, dressed in all blue. She's herself is blue. I don't know anything about horses, and we're gonna need them in the future. Nice pull.
So Rona just immediately seizes the opportunity and grabs both of the horses by the reins and kind of leads them off to feed in the grass and gets away from the main thrall.
Yeah, you sidle up, and soon you see that you're joined by some hunters who don't seem to be part of this camp. They are just bringing stacks and stacks of game for the kobold and stuff to eat. They don't really talk to you. They just talk amongst each other and talk about how did we get roped into this? Money is money, but they don't try to talk to you.
Are they orcs or?
They're they look like just rangers from the nearby area. They're just like humanoid, pretty inconspicuous, all dressed in pelts. And keeping as far away as they can from the cultists. When they see you sitting with the horses, they kind of back away.
I say I can't. I'm trying to debate with myself, but I'm just gonna not say anything.
Yeah.
Quiet.
All right. And so you see, as you are dropping off the cart and Rona takes the horses and the wagon away, you see that that a couple guards dressed in the blue cultists come over and cut him down, and they just kind of throw him in a tent and they stand in front of it, but pretty soon you see that they're pretty drunk and kind of paying attention, but there's a party. The camp is just all out partying. There's trash campfires. There's people dancing and making these gestures, and a lot of talk about Tiamat.
As soon as did I see them take him into the tent?
Yeah, you said you guys said that you were watching.
I'm gonna cast Blessing of the Trickster on myself.
Okay.
And try to get around to the back of the tent.
I will cast Enhance Ability Cat's Grace to give you oh wait, no, you already have advantage from Trickster. Just kidding. I thought you were Rona for a second. Never mind.
You guys wouldn't send Dandy. You're going to be doing this.
Yeah, I thought we'd just be trying to play with the three of us.
I mean, I know, but you're welcome to I don't know. He's welcome to.
Andy can come with me.
All right, it's up to
I'll
you.
just cast Resistance on one of you, make you feel better. I'll choose you thoroughly. So just you have a minute of if you have to make a saving throw. So
basically, I want to get there and I want to try to pop one, maybe two of the tent pegs out and peek underneath to see what's going on.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth.
Fuck me.
I don't
see
Are we sending Dandy with me, guys?
I didn't see what you rolled.
Yeah, we don't see what. Oh, there it is.
Wow.
I guess not. You already chose. Yeah, so you head over there and you start to play with the stake, and one of the guys said, hey.
I pull out the Warhammer. It was loose, and try to just hammer it in.
Roll deception. Roll deception check.
Oh no.
Just straight, no advantage.
We'll miss you.
I know.
Hey man, it looks like you're trying to get in there.
Oh, it's loose.
Don't worry, man. We'll put you in there. Wait, actually, let me roll real quick. Ooh, okay, I crit.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say natty 1. Let's go.
I know. It's like ooh. Yeah. the cultist kind of grabs you by the arm. Not like
Jenga.
It's what is Jenga? Does he mean boggle?
you're by the
Boggle.
you're probably like a ways away, maybe like
I
over
know.
here. Zag, I'm assuming you're just by the tents watching.
Yeah,
like,
I
over
would keep
here.
an eye on it. Yeah.
Okay.
I watched
Yeah.
where they brought him, and then I saw Thoroughly wander off, and I was like, oh boy.
Oh man, you must be one of them. You must be one of those monkey monks, you baddie bads trying to get our treasure. He ties you up.
I'm gonna, as he's saying that, he's clearly quite drunk. I'm gonna pat him on. I'm like, if I wanted
No.
your treasure, I'd already have it. And then just put my hands together.
He whistles, and two more guards who are a little less inebriated come over, and they strip you of your weapons.
Hey,
And
you know he's pretty drunk. He probably shouldn't be in charge of guarding.
your armor. They look at him and they say, "We trust Matthias with all our. We've never seen you. We don't even know your name,
He's
sir."
pretty drunk though.
They gag you and shove you in there. But thoroughly, you open your eyes after they roughly put you in there for the second time in 24 hours. You are under arrest.
Are there things in the tent with him at least?
No, they are. He does not see where they are taken.
God damn it, really.
You have your
Do I see where they're going with this stuff?
So thoroughly, you have your holy symbol. You are gagged and you have your your hands tied together. But they've taken your armor and they've taken your weapons. And and they throw you into the tent. Zag, you see that they you roll perception check.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll roll for that one because they might wander pretty far.
Yeah.
17.
Okay, yeah, you do see that they take his weapons and throw them in the next tent over, and they place two less drunk guards in that tent.
That's how we send the gnome.
In front of that tent, but like the way that it's angled, their backs are to the tent Thoroughly and Leosin are in, and there are two guards in front of their
so two to the front of the tent, facing backwards towards.
So like if you guys are in this one, the opening might be like facing a little bit over, like the opening's just in a different way, and they're standing in front of it. So
they're standing in front of the opening, but not entirely around it.
Yes,
cool.
Correct. They are only in front of the opening. They are not.
Cool.
And you do watch as they take like a couple swigs from their bottles. And Thoroughly, you.
No spell slots and no weapons and no armor. Have fun with that. Have fun with that holy symbol.
As you find yourself in and the only reason why they gag you is because you kept saying smart ass things. They weren't gonna gag you, but you kept saying smart ass things.
I'm a rope connoisseur.
Zach, let me finish this real quick.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's okay. They throw you in, and you open your eyes, waiting to be slapped across the face, and you see Leosin, who looks at you, and as you're looking at him, it's the first time that you see actual fear in his eyes. Like, he is not someone who has a lot of emotion, and he is legitimately overwhelmed right now. But he's still kind of
I just give him a wink since I can't say anything.
Blood kind of comes from his mouth, and he's like, "You fucking asshole." I knew you'd make a great harper. He's You do notice he's incredibly weak. His hands are tied together, so he kind of like wipes it with the back of his hand, and then he leans against the side of the tent.
Is there just the two of us in there?
Mhm.
They bind my legs, or would I be able to stand up?
They would definitely bind your legs. But there are two of you in there, and there are no, like...
Start in the roll. I'm rolling towards them.
He says, don't... He's like, you have to talk softer. I'm not going to take this off unless you can be quiet.
I just nod.
He kind of, like, with a little bit of work and a little bit of rope burn, he's able to get it just far enough, like, on your face, just in case.
Can't do the hands first.
He said, what's your plan? We can't just run out of here, man.
The rest of my group has the plan well under control.
He's gonna insight check you. Just roll a charisma. I don't think it's like, deception or anything.
I was gonna say that they might have it under control.
Oh, we got this shit on lock.
He
Oh Lord.
blinks twice, and just more fear is in his eyes. Yeah. What are the other two doing?
All right, I just sort of sigh deeply, put my hand in my head in my hand, and I reach out and I touch Dandy. And since we had a short rest, I get some of my energy back earlier. And I'll cast Enhance Ability with the Dex, just Cat's Grace on Danny. I'll say, please be careful, and please get him back. I don't want to have to do this the hard way. And I'll say, go, shoo.
So, are you guys doing this like right after he gets caught? I would say it's probably
personally,
or do you guys want to wait?
seeing them drink, I would want to wait a little bit. But if like everybody's getting anxious, like if Halic and Dandy and Rona were getting anxious, then I would do it sooner. But I would give them a little bit to get drunk.
I'd let you and Rona can discuss.
I'm not anxious. I'm more than usual. I mean, I just saw my friend get arrested in an army camp. But she's just standing and watching with the horses. Her plan all along was to wait until they got drunker. Not sure what the heck you guys are doing. Thinks really is kind of a goofball for doing what he did, but she agrees with you that Dandy should go a little later.
Okay.
I think what I thought before, that you should wait until they're drunk, because it looks like they're headed that way and not too much longer. I mean, you can't wait another few hours.
So yeah, I just clank my flask with Danny's and I start and pretend to be like drinking, but it's just a water flask. So. And
all right.
We wait until I'll keep a watch on them and like however long it takes them to get like sufficiently drunk.
Okay. So you wait until maybe, because like when this happened, we'll say it's maybe like you guys got caught around like 1 p.m. And you wait just watching the camp as people just proceed. It's like St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
And the Aaron Bus Express, which we have. It's just like soon it's just like disheveled messes.
Yep.
And the guards in front of the prisoner camp, like they're a little bit more alert. The ones by the big guards or like the big bosses are not drunk at all. They are still heavily guarding it. The people in front of there are still heavily guarding it. Yeah. So we can send Dandy out if you would like to roll a stealth.
Thrilly, you better not roll shitty for Dandy.
No, I'm rolling.
He has advantage on stealth, advantage on every dex check.
Okay. Stealth. stealth.
And in this time, Zag, if you wanted to take advantage of a short rest, you could.
I don't get any. I only get it once a day, unfortunately, so I don't get any more back.
That's a dandy roll.
2 2s? 2 2s?
TPK, man,
crazy.
TPK.
Oh no!
I burned a spell slot on this dandy.
Well,
hopefully they're super drunk.
Yeah. So Dandy moves forward towards the tent. One of the guards is like deep in conversation with the other. It seems like they're in some sort of like weird love tryst. She's like, "Stay away from me, man," and he's, pretty. And you watch as Dandy gets closer. The female guard, who is not as drunk, says, "You can't be here, man. Get away." Yeah. And Danny kind of slinks forward, waiting. But shortly after, he kind of gets back to Zag and the group. The female guard just has enough. She throws her shit down and is like, "That's it. I am transferring to a new cult. You are the worst." And she walks off, and the drunk guy takes another swig of his bottle and slumps down, his hands on his knees, and begins to sob profusely.
Oh God! What?
Have I managed to get Leosin's bonds off?
You have.
He returned the favor?
Yeah, he does, and he's struggling greatly. You do notice that he is like, this is taking a huge toll on him, but he's able to.
As long as he's gotten my leg ones off at this point, because I'm assuming I would have heard this.
Yeah, you hear that. You didn't see Dandy fail at his stealth check, but
Hands still tied, or are they free?
As you guys are like doing that, Leosin says, "Check my boot. Check my boot." Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll check the boot.
You find a dagger in there, and he holds his hands out.
Oh, I slice the bonds.
All right. He does the same for you.
In the small of my back. I want to take a long piece of rope.
Okay.
Can I peek out the door flap and see the guy sitting?
Roll perception check. Leosin wants his dagger back, by the way. All right. Yeah, you can. You hear like someone storm, and you get the idea that maybe there's only one person now.
Yeah. So, can I see that one person? Like,
yeah.
Still
Yeah.
back to me. Since
Yeah.
I'm assuming they wouldn't be facing the doorway. I want to just.
I was like, do I see through
rope around the neck, tight, and pull him in.
Okay, roll a strength check.
Do I still have the gauntlets, or?
No, they took all your armor.
Okay, so that's a 14.
Okay.
Strength check. No. Just my strength is a 14.
Did you cast guidance on yourself?
You guys are rolling so poorly. I can't help you.
If you just wait a second for me to toss a rock at him first or something,
Oh my God.
we all could have just walked towards. Once there was only one dude, we could all walk towards the person.
I just wanted to get him inside. All I wanted to do was basically use the rope to pull him back, and if I managed to choke off a bit, that would be a plus.
You try to, but you find that you just end up kind of catching part of his head, and it kind of like pulls back, not like whiplashy, but he like just tumbles into the back of the tent a little bit. And you realize you guys have maybe a very short time to get the fuck out.
Yep. Yep. So I'm assuming we see the commotion at the tent.
Yeah, you guys definitely see the commotion.
We don't run, but we walk quickly to the tent and start beating on this guy, I guess, right? In theory.
You're gonna beat him up?
I mean, we have to, don't we? We can't just be like, sorry, bro, here you go.
I think you should wait until you hear what Rona thinks before you start doing that.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, my next move, basically, once we got him in, was either to slit his throat or...
Yeah, you guys are terrible planners.
Leosin,
It's not
as
my
you
fault. I thoroughly just straight
as
up
you're-
garroted him.
trying
Balls
to
out, guys. Just go in there and hit everybody in the face.
No, well, I mean,
Everyone
he's in
in
the tent. He's
Oh.
slightly...
I at least got him into the tent.
Yeah, that's the
You
key.
guys are killing me.
You're
You're
telling me.
killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
You can blame Dandy's double 2 roll with advantage.
thoroughly as you pull him in, Leosin takes off what's left of his robes and just shoves it on this guy and takes his and puts it on. He says, get your shit and get out of here. And he starts walking quickly over to he says, where's your party?
We approach the tent and walk inside, I'm assuming.
I would
Not
say
from
you
the
probably
front.
still stay away.
Oh, because we don't want to draw
Okay.
attention to it. Right, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you were asking for us. Yeah, okay, gotcha.
No.
So
That's
as
where
I
my
understand,
stuff is,
so as I understand it, there is a commotion on the outside of the tent over here. I'm assuming there's like revelers all around. I get a little ruler. So I'm assuming there's revelers like all around here. Is there a way for me to make I would kind of picture me on the grassy outskirts with the horses. So I was wondering if there's any way for me to get right back behind the tents with them.
I mean, you could definitely do that. They have not alerted. They're not like suspicious of you, so you could probably get there depending on how you approach it.
So can I just kind of like, because horses when they graze, they tend to move around a little bit. Is there a way to kind of like walk with them? Not too fast, but just with a sense of kind of urgency.
Yeah. You see Leosin come out in like barely like kind of large clothes. He sees you and he says, they'll notice I'm gone. They singled me out in Greenest and they brought me here. We have 20 minutes to get out of here.
Seeing the shitty shape he's in, Halik has a lot of spell slots, so he's probably gonna cast a
Yeah, he does.
He's gonna cast a Cure Wounds.
You see that as Halik does this, you see him start to get a little bit of color in his cheeks, but you also recognize that he has
Deeper
exhaustion.
Wounds. Yeah, deeper.
Yeah, he has very deep wounds. He's walking much slower than you have ever seen him. And he's he's like half speed, but
That's
he's
fine.
very weak.
We have 2 horses plus me, so we should be fine in theory.
So is Dandy close by to me?
Sure.
All right. We'll say he's hanging out after his
Yeah.
failure, after his huge embarrassing failure.
Jeez, that poor
One-
guy.
I'm going to pull him aside and whisper to him, can you check in the cave and see if it's a way out?
Aren't there like really heavy guards at the cave though?
He says, sure. He looks at you a little confused and he says, okay, go ahead and roll stealth thoroughly.
Still with advantage?
It is still with advantage.
Oh, actually, depends on time passed. It lasts an hour.
I would,
It should be then.
yeah, I would say that it's within the hour.
I guess it's a 17 with his. I rolled double 8s.
Did you roll it on roll 20?
No.
How did you roll
I can't
double
see
eights
that.
in real life? I can see it.
Okay.
How did you roll double eights in real life? Dude, go play the lottery.
No, I think Dandy's cursed. Like, I do think he
I-
might have a
He's
curse.
And I rolled my
Cursed.
2 best dice.
Oh, wow. Poor
But it's a 17.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah. He gets pretty close. But he as he gets closer, he notices that the guards in front of them are large and they are keeping everyone a good distance. So he, even though he is very stealthy, he only gets so close. He runs back. He casually comes back and he says, "They're guarding something."
All right, well, at least we know where their big secret is. So that's clearly not the way out. Is it still pretty early in the evening, or has it started to progress, mature into the night?
Probably 8 or 9.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not
So
very,
it's still
like
not.
it's dark, but it's not like extremely.
How sheer
My
are the
best
cliffs?
idea for finding my stuff would be heading back, so I'll be heading back to everybody else.
How sheer are the cliffs side of us?
They are, let me see, I believe that they're like very high up. Let me double check. The camp is 150 feet up. So the ridges are 150 feet up.
All right. So
Climbing up.
I'm gonna go back to the group and say, this is what I'm thinking. Is Thoroughly back yet?
Am I back yet?
Did
I
you
would
did
say
you
that-
go to get your stuff?
I don't know where my stuff is.
Oh, we would have told you. Hey,
Well,
Thrilly,
we
your
will
stuff's
say
in
that-
that tent.
Yosin and Thoroughly start to meet up with you at the, like right here, in front of, they find Zag has that.
Okay, I'm gonna suggest that we put Leosin on the horses' backs, cover him with a cultist robe, and pretend like he's
A little too sick. I
a
like
little
it.
too drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then escort him out of here. And have Dandy disguise him before we do that.
Well, I was gonna have yeah, Dandy do this, Dandy do that. I was gonna have Dandy go get your stuff for you, Thrilly.
Dandy's the gopher for Dandy.
But you
I
can
can
also
go back in and get my stuff.
yeah, I'll
I
point out
can't
the
do
tent
anything
to you casually, so I'll be like, hey, it's over there. And don't forget, you can cast guidance on people. You're very inspiring.
I can hit stuff and pray
I'm
real
going
hard.
to
That's
cast
about it.
myself. Still
Actually, what is
still
blessing
of the trickster.
Yeah, okay. You've given up on the roll 20 dice.
All right, yeah, you
Nope.
gotta use your roll 20 dice. I'm sorry.
No,
No,
not working.
I'm sorry, you do.
You don't use it.
I'm the DM.
You get a DM screen.
Yeah.
Game, set, match.
That's a little bit
That's
better.
even better.
1d4.
Fantastic.
1d4. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
but I rolled a 4 on my D4.
Oh.
So 16?
Okay. I assume you're like trying to go behind or in there. How are you trying to approach
I'd be
this?
going behind,
Okay.
and instead of trying to pull up a tense stake, I'm going to use Leosin's dagger because I didn't give it back to him.
He's
Slice the canvas.
all right.
4 feet.
You're able to get a good like rip in there, and as you look, you see just there's a lot of weapons in there. Roll investigation. They're pretty standard weapon, nothing like special.
Thank the gods.
You're able.
Last. Oh, it would take me more than a minute to get over there.
You are able to find your let's see, your hammer and your ogre gauntlets. But as you're searching for your other armor and weapons, you just I would assume you start to panic and just take what you can. You do not have what you came in with. Your
I lost
crossbow
the
is
mace.
gone.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you would find your mace immediately, but you can't find your the
Chainmail,
armor.
was it, or chain
Yeah, your
shirt
chain.
or something like that?
Breastplate.
Your chain.
Oh, it was a breastplate. Okay.
Yeah.
So no breastplate, no shield.
You're able to find the chain shirt though. You find some armor to cover yourself with, but you can't find your shield or your specific. You just lost them. You find things that are similar. So I'm just saying you have new stuff for flavor.
You also look more like a cultist, I would guess.
I'll accept the chain shirt. Okay, so I have gauntlets, I have mace, I have my warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
No shield, but a chain shirt.
All right.
You didn't want a
So
shield?
I guess I get to keep the. You didn't
Sorry?
say I found my shield.
You found
You
a
did
shield.
not.
Oh, I thought you said you found a random shield. Sorry. My fault.
You're welcome to take a random shield if you'd like.
Yeah, I don't really have any attachment to a shield.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you find your mace and you find your ogre gauntlets. They're pretty prevalent. You pick up a warhammer you think is yours. You grab something
Well,
that
my
is...
warhammer would stand out because it's what I had for the longest time.
But they just robbed a dwarf town, so
That's chainmail.
there's a lot of dwarven similarities as you're looking around. And yeah, but the rest of luckily you didn't love it too much, but the rest of it's gone. And yeah, you are able to
I
get
made
back
that
there.
warhammer. I would know which one it was.
You lost it. You're trying so hard to find it, but you hear the camp beginning to rustle again. You're not sure if the people are about to walk in. You grab and you go. You're welcome to stay and get recaptured if you want.
While this is happening, can you roll a dandy disguise check just to make us... I would just go focus on Leosin, and then roll a disguise check.
Just a second.
Would be my hope anyway. He's trying to... he just basically just smears some dirt in his face, make him look not like Leosin.
He wipes the dirt away from his face.
It makes him look less... There you go, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Is that that's not a dex thing, is it? That's a charisma?
He's got it set up as intelligence. I just use what
Okay,
it's
that
set
makes
up
sense.
as.
No, that makes sense. Cool. Alright. Are you back to us, Thrilly? Looking real sad.
Hmm?
Did you come back to us? Alright.
Yes. Okay.
Did he say yes? I couldn't tell. I think it cut out
I
as
think
you
so.
said
Yeah, I
that.
said yes.
It cut out right as you said it for some reason, and I saw your mouth move, and I was like, I think that's a yes. Alright, so
All right.
shall we make our way out of here?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you lot are done getting captured. Whatever
You
else
lot?
you're doing. All right, so what time is it now? And do people look significantly drunk?
I mean, you guys did this pretty quickly. It's still within the hour.
Okay. All right, so Thoreau obviously looks a little too much like himself too because they just captured him. Is it just those people over there though that recognize him, or?
Roll an intelligence check.
Oh boy. Do I roll a 9 or the top? Well, we'll find out.
You see that you do know that even though he was not the stealthiest, the only people who really noticed him getting in there were the people that were guarding the tent.
All right, so
Yeah,
we're-
so you're not worried, basically.
let's get the fuck out of here.
So we sling Leosin over one horse. We guide them both towards the exit, I would guess.
As you're walking... Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, are there revelers around that is like free open alcohol containers or?
Yeah, they're
like,
definitely... There's booze flowing.
I'm going to grab one and slosh it around and pretend to take a drink, kind of get it all over Leosin, myself, and just kind of like, and just kind of like keep my voice at an even keel with that of the people around me.
Yeah, you see that there's like people inventing like the dragon dance and just like calling out loud. Even like the most serious cultists are having a great time. And as you walk, a guy approaches you. Has the red robes on, and you can see that he's like heavily tattooed with like dragon paraphernalia. And he looks at Leosin and looks at you and says, "He drank way too much, and that means you gotta drink more." And he throws like bottles of wine in each of your hands, and take a shot with me.
Sure.
Starts chugging.
Rhoda says, "All right," and she pours a shot, and she right over her shoulder. That's the good stuff.
He cheers and like walks away, and you're able to wander out of the camp without much. Like that's the most that happens, and you see like kobolds like wasted and like burping with like meat on their stomachs. And you're able to escape kind of past the raider camp until you get to the guard. As you're passing by them, you hear like they're still out. You know what to look for. And as you stumble out, you hear one of them say, "Leaving the party." Yeah, that's why people should drink the worm. Then you know that they're really serious.
They're saying this to us?
They're saying it loud enough for you to hear. They're not true cultists. Disgusting.
True enough to bring in the biggest bounty.
You wish, little one.
I don't wish anything. I know.
How far away from camp is this group?
There may be like 10-20 minutes.
Okay, cool. That's not bad.
Keep walking.
Yeah, you hear. Hey, you want to see who has more? Who's collected more treasure for this cult?
No, not interested. Thanks, friend. Just keep walking.
Yeah, heads down, hearts high. Look, stagger a little bit. Make sure we're staggering appropriately.
Yes, exactly. The appropriate amount. How long does it take us to get back to like away?
It would take you about 4 hours to get back to the village.
Oh, are we going back to the village?
Yeah, we got to report back to the mayor.
Let's go back to Mayor McCheese.
Big cheese.
Leosin asks to go back too. He does not want to stay.
Leosin, should we drop you off here, or are you coming back? I don't know. This Uber's gonna be a killer, but you should probably afford it.
And as you're going back, he says, "I can give you whatever information you missed or want to know. I heard some stuff. I kept my ears open before they chained me up to that cross."
Do you know what's in that cave?
Something big, something dark.
Not the devil itself.
Gods know. But and he's like, let me rest. Bring me back to the camp, and let's rest and in the morning we'll meet. Is that okay?
That sounds good to
I'm
me.
so tired.
Me too.
You poor things. And then like the night and then just the pure adrenaline in the camp has kept you from gaining exhaustion. So by the time you're back, it's probably around midnight.
Yeah.
No one's really awake, but there's a room at the inn for you all. Your rooms.
A room or rooms?
Rooms.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh God.
Your rooms are still there with any.
Despite having killed dragons, the adventurers cannot sleep in a single room together.
Rona's going to, as soon as she gets into the inn, fish around in her pocket for a gold coin, put it on innkeeper's bar, go back behind, take 3 shots, and pour them out in a row. Boink, boink. All right, lad. Have a good night.
Ina just throws the gold coin back at you. Says, "You guys don't pay here."
Yeah, we saved the
You're
town.
alone.
We're okay. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
And
so everyone
Rona-
gets a long rest finally.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I'll
Yes,
expend
yes,
my
yes.
final
Woo!
spell slot ever known to mankind for my my good berries.
Goodness. That was like session and a half without any spells whatsoever. It was so sad.
Yeah.
I wasn't
That's a-
sure when we short rested because, like, at the end of the session where we ended the church, I was like, we ended up not short resting. I forgot, and then I was like, did we short rest before then? It was a rough time for me. I wasn't sure what I had.
Yeah. It's an intense mission, but I think it makes people think differently, so it's fun.
My brain hurts.
Yeah, definitely.
If that makes you feel
Definitely
any
way
better.
more cautious.
But it also has like huge gaping hole. So all right. Yeah, so in the morning y'all wake up. Anything specific anyone would like to do?
Double check Leosin for any deeper injuries.
He's not in the inn when you guys wake up. It's he went over to when he came back, the monks came out and they were crying and hugging him. They hugged you. They said, "Thank you so much. You don't know what this means to us."
I did forget to ask Leosin, but on the ride back, I wanted to ask him if there are any other monk captives.
Oh, he says, I was the big bait, I guess.
Cool.
I was the one they wanted.
Gotcha. So the other ones did get eaten by the dragon. Gulp. Oops.
Who? What?
2 of the monks were missing when we met them when the dragon struck. You'll learn more, I'm sure, from them.
My order. He looks sad. Great way to tell them.
I mean, Zag is supposed to not be good with people, so that's kind of how it's supposed to work.
Antisocial druid is antisocial.
Yes, yeah.
Feeling better, Leosin, this morning.
Oh yeah, so you guys have a big breakfast waiting for you. Tarba Nighthill, the governor, is in there. As you come down, he stands up, and you notice that there's actually a lot of townspeople they all squeezed in the inn, and as soon as you come down, the inn erupts in cheers. The heroes! You're back. And thoroughly, as you come down, you are immediately hugged by people you haven't seen in forever. Seemingly everything has been, if there was any bad blood, somehow the acts of the night before just relieved it. And yeah, they are, it's so good to see you. I'm sorry I ever doubted you. They're apologizing. We're just so sorry we believed anyone but you. We should have known. And you didn't have to save our town, but you did. And that is why you're greater than us.
Straight.
You all sit and have a meal, and finally Tarba Nihil waves off the townspeople. We have business to discuss. Get out of here. Get out. And slowly they all trickle out. Not before you look to your left thoroughly, and there's just a long line of ale. Just everyone bought you a drink.
Well, gotta start.
And eventually, as you fill, I assume that you fill the governor in on anything that you found out. And he's grateful for that information. Eventually, you hear the sound of someone using a cane at the door, and you look up and you see Leosin, and his order is now 6. There once was 8 behind him. They look very solemn, not serious as they have before, just solemn. And he sits down. Do you mind if I sit?
No, help yourself.
Thank you. This I will recover. Going to take a couple days, and I want to thank you for helping me in a time I was so reckless. I had no idea that the cult knew of me, but the cult leader for this faction is someone named Resmer. She's black half dragon. She's fierce. Apparently someone tipped her off about me. And in a few days, when I'm healthy again, I'm going to be traveling to El Terrell. It's a town up north. And I don't know. I have a pretty big bone to pick with this the cult of the dragon. I don't know about you. And I'd be grateful if you help me.
Well, yeah, we were here for Therilia. I don't know if he wants to stay here now or...
We still haven't solved
I
your
want to
mystery.
stay, but I've got a little bit of unfinished business still.
In here? In Greenest?
Yes, we
Yep.
haven't found the person who murdered his friend yet, so...
Tell you what, if you do one last favor for me, I will call in my connections and see if I can't uncover any more information.
All right.
I want
to know... Oh, go ahead.
I have a funny feeling you'll be better at uncovering things than we will.
The ears have walls, if you will. People say strange things in front of pious people. He chuckles a little to himself. Well, I don't know about you, but I want to know what was in that cave.
I agree completely. Did you hear anything, or do you think it's the... What'd you say her name was? Re something?
Resmer?
Resmer.
Well, she was the one who was in charge, but there's...
What about the blue one?
The blue one. The first lieutenant, I guess you would call it in some other realm. That's Lang de Grossa, Cyanrath. Kills for fun. Kills to embarrass people. Kills for humiliation.
Well, she did a pretty poor job.
It's a he. No, I'm just kidding. Well,
Considering we fought and she didn't kill me.
you fought? Was it... she killed many children and women and citizens. If she spared you, it was just to embarrass you.
Do you know? Do you know who the name Prulam Manda?
Ooh, a true believer of Tiamat.
Who's that?
Tiamat?
No, well,
I'm sorry.
no, Frulam. Frulam? Am I saying that right? I think I heard that last night.
I bet you did. She's so let me break down a little bit about this cult because I've studied it. Frulam is part of Resmer's entourage. Resmer is a worm speaker. There are only 7 of them. They're the highest level of the cult. Frulam is a wearer of purple. It means she's taken the worm. She's been a dedicated cultist, and she is a cleric of Tiamat. She's helping run the day-to-day operations, along with Resmer and... Well, Lang de Grossa is more of the kind of champion they trot out to murder. They ask for the biggest citizen that they can find and cut them down in front of the village.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what they're planning with all of this, but I think that they're going to be heading up north with all this treasure. If you decide to go back and check out, just don't get captured. Meet me in El Terrell, and I'll have some information on your friend, thoroughly.
El Toro.
Yeah.
Thank you. I just
Not
definitely
even
glared at
close.
thoroughly when we said yeah, same. I was like El Trial.
I
And-
had
Thoroughly.
Terrell or something.
Yep.
And thoroughly, you would know El Terrell is a 3 days journey from Baldur's Gate, so it would put you in that direction.
Closer to Baldur's Gate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We
Just to let you know.
We might run into your friend's dad on the way if he hasn't already turned around with rumor of dragon attacks.
Very well.
When you come to El Terrell, you will have my friend Anthar. You would love him, Rona. He's as fierce of a partier as you are.
Excellent.
Anthar can outfit you with whatever you need.
All right, Anthar. Anthar?
Yeah, you'll meet him later.
All right. I'll remember it.
Yeah, you don't have to head out right now, but the sooner the better. And I'll give you each 150 gold piece for this mission.
Well,
Really just holds out his hand.
I was like right now, so generous.
He gives you each 15 as a down payment.
Yeah,
Jesus.
no, I'll take what I can get. No, it's fine. We're not mercenaries, but we'll certainly take it.
And I believe that Tarbaugh gives you, how much did I say? 250 total?
I feel like it was
100.
250 total, maybe.
Yeah, he pays 250 to the group.
So 50 apiece, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'll add it to Halix's sheet.
Yeah, I'm adding the 15 and the 50 to these as well.
Damn,
You could have
Halix's
kept them.
fucking rich.
So is Dandy.
He's rich.
Literally never spend money.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I bought that breastplate.
Oh,
I guess I'd be attuned
we'll
to my
loot-
gauntlets now.
We'll loot the
Yeah.
what's it called?
You have to be separated from your gauntlets for 24 hours without touching them in order for them not to be attuned. So you would have stayed attuned.
Technically, that strength check would have been.
Oh yeah. Still not strong enough.
No, it wouldn't have. It wouldn't have been because you didn't have them on. Do they grant?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't grant the ability if you're not wearing them. Grog can't like, oh, I leave my Titan Stone Knuckles at home today, so nobody can steal them.
I thought they had to be within a certain range of you two.
Maybe. Well, I don't know that much about D&D. I just like talking out loud.
I believe that as long as I don't know. I had to double check, but yeah, you just don't have to reattune to them if you've touched them within the last 24 hours.
Sounds right.
I'll just tell you, I would never take something away and not have something better waiting for you. Just
the
so
DM
you know.
Taketh, but the DM giveth.
Yeah, I would not. Yeah. Anyway, but also you have to lose stuff sometimes.
True story.
All right, so we rest for the day. We talked to the mayor. We talked to people. Do we want to talk to Red or the inn before we leave? Say bye or? I didn't really formally
say. Are they left? Are Red and?
Oh, did they live? Wait, did they live?
Yeah, they're around.
Okay, cool.
Red's around. Their dad's around. You do see Greenest is mourning, but that so as you are looking around, you do see that the town is in a different kind of sadness now. They're not holding out for the death of Freya again, but you're looking around and the families have lost a lot more now, and now it's just a whole town that is both repairing and renewing, but also mourning those that they've lost. The mill's gone. Many of the houses were destroyed, but somehow it also feels like a rebirth for the town. The black roses have been removed, and just this feeling of community coming together is suddenly so strong. Something that you never got to experience thoroughly. Yeah.
All they had to do to get over Freya was have a bigger massacre happen.
Yeah, a real massacre. No.
Right.
And you can't retcon that. DM rules. Sorry.
What would you even be retconning? I'm so confused.
Overruled.
They don't have a Warhammer.
I mean, you can still have a Warhammer.
Yeah, you just took a different. You have a Warhammer. You took a different one.
No, didn't take it.
How do you just drop it on the ground? I don't understand.
He just left it.
Okay.
Oh. He just didn't
don't have arrows anymore.
Yeah, your crossbow's finally gone, which I don't think you did. Someone finally took your crossbow off your hands. You didn't even look for it. You didn't even look to find it.
Nope.
Yeah, so does anyone want to do anything specific before you head out again?
So just for clarification on using the herbalism kit to make potions, for the first couple potions I make, it'll cost more, but I'll gain experience in making them. Eventually I can bring the cost down.
Yeah.
Okay. So would I need to buy things from the town in order to make these potions? I know Danny has some glasses.
You would have to buy, you probably wouldn't be able to find, many vials, but you probably kept some potions you took before.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't really have, a lot of vials here. There's not, too much.
Dandy has, 8 or so also, so I'm not too concerned.
Yeah. Well, he is, yeah, he may be using them for something else.
Well, maybe he'll let me borrow them.
Yeah. Yeah, but I will look up the rules I usually use. I'll let you.
Yeah, you can. I just want to make sure whatever I need in this town, I buy it. So while we're journeying those 3 days, I can be like working on the potion making or basically herbalism stuff in general.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
he asked you. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, still talking. I just wanted to pick up some healing potions whenever. I don't know if there's anything in town, but I'd like.
Yeah, they. You are able. There's like a small general store / like armory. Like in Phandalin, there are a lot of adventurers that went through, but like Greenest, it's just like pretty, like the suburbs, I guess. There's a Walmart.
Or a Walgreens or
A
something.
Walgreens. Yeah, it's like a CVS. We're a little bit of everything, but not a lot of it. Too many things.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have any feminine products?
Oh yeah, well you do.
What is fantasy feminine products is the real question.
Right? Well, guys made
It's
this
a magic
so clearly.
tampon.
A +1 tampon. No, sorry.
If only. It's
Well, there's a
fantasy sex.
vibrator. Just kidding. Sorry, guys.
Yikes.
We're gonna spend half an hour purchasing.
I'll take all your feminine.
Actually, that's what Lenine ended up doing. So it'll be a sex toy shop.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Thank God we just thought of that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So you're able to. Yeah. I would say that there are 3 health potions that you could buy. Healing potions.
How much are they?
They are generally 50 gold pieces, but you're in a small town, so they're going to be charging 60.
Even to a hero such as myself?
Roll a persuasion.
Ooh! Hopefully it's good. But I can't say for sure. I roll like shit.
Like when you tried to negotiate for like a quarter of the price.
I know, it was terrible. Persuasion, where are you? I know, and I have a good charisma too, you would think, but
whoa. He's like, you're right. What am I doing trying to charge you 100 for the 3?
Oh, beautiful.
all right.
That's great.
So I give him the 100, and I'll take those 3 healing potions. And are they just
Really
regular
open
healing potions, or?
Really puts 100 gold out of party funds down.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, they're regular healing potions.
Okay, so I just put regular healing.
Mm-hmm. The good stuff you can get from Baldur's Gate. That's what he said.
Thank you very much, sir. You've been lovely.
Thank you. Is my accent good?
It's fantastic. Almost as good as mine.
I've been told it's dreamy.
Oh, you're
Dreaming
so
of
cute.
somewhere else, maybe.
God love you. And she's just gonna tap his hand with the side of his face with the side of her hand, and
Oh, geez, ma'am. And he's blushing.
and she's gonna go back with her procurements and say to her friends, "Well, you can never have enough of one thing. Whole adventure."
Did you guys mark down the ones that I gave you last couple sessions? Because Halik has the 2 that I gave him. I don't remember who else I gave him
I didn't
to.
have any healing potions that I got, so I'm just gonna keep these just for
Cool.
super emergencies.
Did I give?
And you didn't mark off any gold, correct, Erica?
No, after you.
Good. Okay, good. I believe Dan. How many potions does Dandy have?
I don't know. Oh my god, his equipment list is huge.
Yeah.
What is he storing away and everything? He's all the stuff.
Yeah, you guys need a bag of holding.
He has one.
Oh, yeah, I did give you one.
We appropriated it.
I don't see where he has how many he has.
He's got to have at least 1. I gave 2 to Halik
He
and 1
might-
to him.
He might not have any.
Did he drink it?
Oh, 3 healing potions.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. All right, as long as he has it, because I know I had 5 and I gave 3 away last session. I wanted to make sure they were still listed. Cool. So Rona's got 2, Haley's got 2, Danny's got 3, Thurley's got a couple, I'm sure. 1, yeah.
1.
And his hands. Yeah.
I've got 3, right?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you bought 3.
Okay. I just
guess,
wanted to make sure. I was like, I didn't miss them.
No, I thought 100 must be for 2, but then you finagled them.
I winked at him.
Oh,
It
yeah.
worked. Thanks, Meg.
The double blink. Wink.
Blink, blink.
Yeah. I'm actually, no. What level are we? 5? No, I'm good with my healing kit for now. Hopefully we don't get people who go down 9 times.
Got shot 9 times.
Okay.
I think I'm pretty good. I don't know what else I would buy.
Forget if I actually put in my XP.
Yeah, I don't
Last
either.
time.
I mean, there's nothing
I
like,
can make sure we all.
aside from healing.
I didn't put in my XP, I know for a fact, but I'm not going to worry about it right now.
I just thought of that while we're shopping.
So, does everyone want to head back? Do you want to finish? We can finish up soon, just so we don't get too far without the other 2.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I feel
Here's
like
the
we're
thing.
missing like the whole party, even though like there are 3 of you.
It's going 1,000 times faster because there's literally half of us, pretty much. Because also no Bonchan, too, so.
Yeah.
I feel bad that we bypassed your battle map, to be honest. I was like, we can fight them if you made a map. Like, that's fine.
Well, it would have gone a lot faster if you took prisoners and asked them.
Oh.
Don't forget you can take prisoners because they can give you a lot of valuable information in the future.
Yeah.
I'll use web, and then we'll just capture people, and then I can just light the web on fire if they be mean to us.
Yeah. But that would have been a really rough fight with you guys and like entering into the camp. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to do?
Start traveling up north, or it was north, right? Yeah. To the.
It's so south. So they asked you to go back to the camp and investigate what's in the cave. He said you don't have to go immediately, but I want to we want to know, and then meet us in. You don't come back to Greenest, just come to El Terrell, and I'll let you know if I find anything on this on her murder.
So El Terrell is south, not north.
El Terrell is north.
Oh, okay.
The
Camp is wherever
camp
the camp is.
south. Is directly south.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Whew. You guys want to go back now, or?
Sure.
All right, so we start walking, I guess. Or I guess are the horses ours? Are the town take back the horses?
I was just gonna say, I was waiting for but I want definitely a horse.
Yeah, they say like they welcome you to take them. They do let you know that they are personal horses though, and they're heroes, so of course like you can have them. We won't mind at all. But you get the feeling like it would be an extremely generous gift. Like you're
robbing
probably
these
rent
people.
them. Yeah. Pay them to rent the horses and expect to return them, or pay them for the horses. Though they're like, but you're heroes. We would never ask you, but you can kind of tell in their voices that it would be pretty bad to
It's a big ol'
leave
ask.
them.
Yeah.
Meh.
So it'll just speed up our time because if necessary, I can turn into a war horse and get us there faster. So we clip.
I'm gonna give. I don't know what the going rate is for horses in this world.
It's not much. Let me look it up.
If a
Yeah, you
horse
guys
is worth as much as a healing potion, I will eat my shoe.
I mean,
You cut out. You're what?
My shoe. My shoe.
Oh.
oh,
I'll eat my boot,
Your boot.
but only if it's cooked.
oh yeah. Now you guys know you can hide things in your boots.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's see. A horse, a riding horse is 75 gold pieces.
Oh my goodness, so
Their
cheap.
speed is 60 feet, and their carrying capacity is 480 pounds.
Easy. Purchase these 2 bad boys outright. But then they're going to die in the next engagement. I have to take care of them, so...
Well, and a riding horse would not be good for in a fight. You need a war horse for that.
Which is significantly more cashola.
400.
I'm going to purchase my horse.
Okay.
I've grown quite attached to.
What did you name your horse?
Honor.
Oh, it's so cute.
Oh,
You know
no.
you have access to the spell soon. Find
I know.
Seed.
I know. Oh, I know.
Okay.
It will be mine. Oh, yes. So whoever owns 75 gold.
Oh, they thank you profusely and give you. This is too much. This is way too much, and they give you 5 gold back.
Way too much. Here you go.
Yeah.
Don't open up your shirt. Your heart will fall out. All right. Okay. All right. So I'm going
you're
to
just taking the second one. You're like, fuck them.
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
oh, actually, yeah.
Can I get probably say this in character. Do they have saddles and bridles for riding? I mean, I can ride bareback, but it's not few days.
She laughs. Yeah, here, and they throw in the pack saddle with it. Yeah.
Thank you.
They smile, and like this little girl comes up and gives you a little flower. Gives Zag a flower. Gives Thoroughly one.
Oh, Paylor, love you. Thank you so much.
I wish I could druid craft
Shut-
flowers, but I'm not cool enough.
May Shantia bless you.
Oh, thank you. As you as well.
All right. Anything else? Anyone want anything else?
More
horses?
More all the horses.
I mean,
Every
I
horse
can,
and every
Rhonda
color.
rides in with 30 horses.
Oh, my horse.
I can just tell the horse to come home. Will it remember the route?
Yeah.
Sure. I don't want to steal this horse, so I'll send it back once we're good.
Okay.
We paid for it.
Your horse is fine. The other horse is not.
You guys are feeling cheap.
You're feeling really cheap all of a sudden.
Well, I just don't want to buy this horse because I know we're not going to be able to just, like, sneak into places and then be like, oh, gotta go back and get the horse. Oh, gotta fly Trinket across the chasm, guys. Whoop.
Oh, for the love of God.
I'm just saying, I don't want to...
Or you just leave the horses to be eaten.
Also, Zach can literally turn into a
Oh,
horse.
yeah, by harpies.
Zach can literally turn into a horse. So, yeah, the eaten by harpies is also a fear.
Yeah, but I can't command Zach to take me every place on his back, so...
Yeah, you only have
You haven't asked. No, just kidding. You ran me
You
to the
only have-
ground that one time.
Wasn't it fun?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
You only have 2 beast shapes.
I
They
can
only
last,
last
what,
an
4
hour.
hours now total for the entire day? I can get 4
Yeah.
hours of use. Ugh.
All right. So, are you off?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually... Is there a blacksmith in town? Is he alive?
Yeah, there are a couple. You find a blacksmith.
I'm gonna ask him if he sells any plate or leg shields for horses.
He looks at you strangely and says, "No, that's a big ask, ma'am. I don't think we make that kind of thing. We don't really need them around here usually, but maybe in the future."
All right, worth a ask. I'm going to mount up on my lovely horse and wait for the guys to get their shit in gear.
Good to go.
Yep.
I can't think of anything
Alright.
else to do.
Autobots, roll out.
As you're leaving, Ina and Red help you pack up. Red bursts into tears and so I guess this is it, friends. My only friends. Thank you. Thank you so much
Aw.
for coming back. And he gives you each a hug and a kiss on the cheek.
Go have a drink, Red.
They're
And-
there.
You
They're
notice he's
there.
like a little more sober than before. And as he thanks each of you, Aina also timidly comes up and gives you each a hug. And she gives Thrilly a kiss on the cheek and says, I always had a crush on you.
Oh.
Oh no.
I'll see you guys later. Thank you again, and thank you for helping my brother, everyone. And she turns bright red and runs into the inn.
Wow, so much more coy.
All right. Yeah, and you guys are off. Yeah, you make it there. So as you're getting there, you reach a familiar part of the road. Do you guys want to do perception checks or just...
Yeah, I'm gonna keep a lookout as I'm going. Although not too much lookout because I'm pretty fucking stoked to be riding my horse. Just gonna let you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll perception. Hang on, there it is. I've rolled 5s for perception at least 3 times tonight. It's really interesting.
All right. Yeah, you get up there and you don't really notice anything. Just the rocks, boulders. You're trying to look in that area where they were before, and none of you see anyone back there this time.
I still want to walk around the rocks, just in
let's
case.
go up and around,
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah.
When we were disguised. Oh, I mean, I'm assuming we're still disguised, but we don't have loot or anything, so I want to go up and around.
Okay. Yeah, you're like the way that it's fashioned, it's like there's kind of only one way to go through. And as you pass, you're walking and like listening for the voices, and there's nothing. Seems that there's no one at the guard. You enter into the raiders' camp, and as you look down, you notice that there's not much. What once was busy and bustling is now almost empty. There's the tents are gone. The hordes are gone. For the hordes of the cultists, and you see a couple hunters left. You see a cultist with like spray painting, like freak out, and you see some a group of 3 like standing at the kind of entrance of the camp and being like, that way, which way do we go? And then you see like lastly 2 of the scouts are 2 of the like lower cultists are fighting over a woman that's tied up, like who gets to drag her to the
I'm gonna go over and
next
break
site.
that up.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I was about to say immediately as soon as the prisoners, yeah.
Oh, we're sorry. We're just
Get out of
trying...
here.
All right. She's, please don't hit me. Please don't hit me.
I'm gonna pull out Leosin's dagger and cut
Hit
the
her?
ropes.
Stab her in the guts.
Leosin would have asked for that back, by the way.
Oh
Really didn't give it
no!
back.
Don't.
You pull the carrick.
Thief.
Hi, honey.
Anthony Tom. No, that's Rosie.
Ow. She just yanked my headphones out. Yeah, and you're able to, she runs off. Not very, like, you notice that no one really looks up. It's really like the ends of the camp. The cave's still looking at you menacingly.
How many people are around? Cultists.
Maybe 10.
Okay, cool.
Like 10 absolute max. It is dead. The watchtowers are broken down. Everything is, as you're looking around, you really, all that's left is like trash.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should take one of them.
We could take all of them if you want.
Well, I just need one. We just need one of them to talk to. We need to find out where they went.
Cave first or cultist first?
Cultist first.
Cultist.
After you.
I'll
right.
go and grab one.
I'm gonna get down off the horse and cast Speak with Animals and tell it to go wait
Okay.
my signal.
She is. Oh, I can't do it. I was doing it the other day. Fine.
Oh man!
Anyway, she,
Vroom, vroom.
yeah. Vroom, vroom. She nods and says, "Yes, yes, ma'am," and like trots over Fancy and then finds a little
Fancy
puddle of wine and starts like drinking it.
Horse after my. All right. So, where's the closest group to us? And are they like little sporadic groups or?
Yeah, they're all pretty spread out. They all look like they're like you see the three cultists that are kind of like trying to decide where to go next. No one of like they're all like the lowest tier. No one else is around the camp. There are a couple hunters, the hunters that you talked to for a little bit. Yeah. And there's a single cultist.
We grab the cultists as a group. All 5 of us.
All of them?
Mm-hmm.
All
All
right.
of us grab him. You said there was one cultist.
Oh, one. Yeah, there's one like painting a sign that says free couch.
Get them, boys!
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa. Hey, what's... Hey, Tiamat, what's going on?
Where's the rest of them?
They took off?
To where?
I don't know. They don't tell us where. They just say, pack up and go. And they march. And I'm
where are
fucking
you
sick
going?
of it. I'm going home. I'm going back home to what's it called? Sorry, Bear Dusk. This is stupid, and what we did, that raiding and shit is gross. I don't even want this couch.
I love
Can I insight check that he doesn't like the rating?
Yeah. I mean, he's the last one, and he seems to be wanting to get rid of a couch. One of the last ones. And he's all
What direction did they head?
follow the tracks, I guess. When he points and you see looks like it's further south.
Is anyone left here?
These people, I guess. I didn't really. I gotta admit something. I was kind of hungover and I kind of slept in, and I was, when I woke up, mostly everyone was gone. So I think we're the only ones that are left.
How did you know to assemble in the first place? Do you just follow around as a group, or do you spread out and come together?
Well, my friend, you should know. You guys are cult. You guys drank the worm.
I mean,
man.
Yeah, but we were.
You guys are weird.
We had
you guys
so much
drank
alcohol last night. We don't remember. Just like you, man. Buddy guy.
What was it like?
friend.
Like taking the worm.
Well, you'll never find out because you want to go home, don't you?
Yeah, I was just wondering.
Well,
Anyway.
either you're with them or against them.
And that's how you truly know.
I mean, I spent enough time in there to escape the hellfire that Tiamat will bring, but thanks anyway.
A spit non-believer.
I mean...
Laying it on pretty thick.
All right. Well, see you guys later. Enjoy your time eating dragon worms. Fuckers. And he walks off.
Can we kill? I just want to hit him with a stick.
Just leave him alone. Let's find somebody more.
There's nobody here. I guess I'll go chat up the hunters.
What?
How did you get roped in supplying us with food?
Money.
And you're okay with supplying murderers with food? Us, I
Are you
mean,
okay
the
with
Raiders.
murdering
Yes,
in the
obviously.
and killing children?
Yes, obviously.
Then you have no room to judge. Then he looks at you, 3, and then turns around and walks away.
Yeah, I didn't expect to get much. This is why I hate people, man.
Yeah, this is getting us nowhere really fast. I'm gonna walk down to cave and take a poke around.
All right.
Quietly, very quietly.
Well, you're walking around and you notice like that there's no one in this area. You're as quiet as you can be with your armor.
Clank, clank, clank.
Clank, clank, clank. And if you do want to stealth once you're closer, you're welcome to.
Okay, I'm gonna do my best.
If
Stealth,
if
I don't-
Danny can roll 2 2s with advantage, you can roll 2 19s without it. With disadvantage, so.
Oh, disadvantage. Well,
Yeah, see, that's not bad.
not god awful.
Yeah. Alright.
It's not a 1.
Do you get? Are you guys all going towards the cave? Let me know when you're looking in.
I mean, there's no guards
guess
outside,
so.
right? They just left it. Okay. Yeah.
So you get closer to the cave, and you notice that it is like in the opening part. I'll drag you guys out.
Okay.
It is like bright light in there. In the first part, and everyone roll perception checks while I do this.
All the perception.
Oh man, I can't roll. Oh, that's a pretty good roll, I guess.
Above average.
Why are you so big?
Oh no, this dungeon has numbers.
No numbers.
Oh yeah, you will see the numbers because that's the only maps that load up.
That last one was a Halic one. Sorry, I keep forgetting to swap names.
Okay, no worries. And really.
Rona, you're so tiny.
Just mini Rona today.
Don't go too far,
Sorry, yeah.
or things will.
Explode in your face, Zag.
You will be punished.
Oh,
Okay.
well, it looks like Rona's the right size for the grid, though.
Yeah, the rest of you are not. It's fine.
Trick me.
Huge.
Shake me.
I'll do it later. Because we'll finish up soon. Yeah. So
Spoilers.
so as soon as you walk in, y'all die. Fuck all of you. Good night. As soon as you walk in, it's bright light in here. It's a high ceiling, about 14, 15 feet up. As you walk in, the first thing you hear are faint sounds of dripping water, scratching rodents, scrambling lizards, and just basic underground sound. And as you stop and listen, you hear the sound of a scream carrying deep in the distance. As you are like looking, the next thing that you see are, oh yeah, we can assume that you probably gave a speech.
Yeah. I do it every morning, but I can start saying.
Yeah, just
That feels
just make
more
sure
than
you'd say it.
breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as soon as you walk into the cave, your body, like, you stop, because you see naked corpses all around the kind of like 15 feet in. Yeah. To investigate further, you see, let me just make sure I don't have anything else because I other stuff. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I guess, well, would Dandy know to check for traps, given the dead bodies?
You can investigate it, you can look closer.
Yeah, I'll roll investigation first, I guess.
We'll finish up after this so that you can wait for the rest of the.
Here's a
Alrighty.
sweet baby 13.
So you're looking, Zag, you kind of kneel down and you kind of get closer and you notice that there are worms crawling out of the stomachs of some of them.
Ooh.
And as you're looking, oh god, this is like really gross, but I really liked it. You see that as you're getting closer, suddenly something bursts from one of the guts, eating its way out. You see a baby kobold.
Yuck.
It
Yuck,
looks at you.
Yuck.
Is that how
And
they're
then
born?
Runs deeper into the cave.
Oh
Maybe.
my god. Maybe you're not. Did you just make this up? That's wild.
I mean,
oh, you're just saying
if
we
you
don't
really
know.
want to know, I can tell you how
no,
they're.
No thanks. We're good for
would
now.
like to investigate, we can investigate.
If I ever find out how kobolds are born, I will just murder all of them. Like if that's how it works.
Yeah. But you see, like Zaggy, you specifically noticed there were in some of the corpses, except for the kobold thingy, and it looks at you, and then it runs deeper into the cave, like full speed already as a baby.
Damn, so fast. I just say.
You could take a swing at it if you want.
I mean, I saw it burst out of a human
swing
corpse.
of opportunity.
Yeah, I'll take my I'll just be wielding my quarterstaff, so it'll probably miss
It
regardless.
looks at you with its big eyes and goes, "Wah!"
It burst out of a human body though, like a humanoid body.
It looks at you with puppy eyes.
That's the kobold eyes. The thing is burst out of a human stomach, ate
Kobold-
its way out of a human
Kobold
stomach.
lizard eyes.
Where's
Go
my
ahead, if you
goddamn
wanna-
quarterstaff?
If you want to kill
It's
it.
a cute
13.
corpse eater.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Smash it with your hand.
I hit it and it speeds off faster down. That's amazing.
Right as it comes down, it grabs your quarterstaff and holds on really cute. And then let's go and run. Let's go
And
and
it takes it
run.
and beats my face in with it because it's actually super strong.
Just pushes the staff up into your face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your nose starts bleeding. All right.
God damn it.
And as you stand around, you hear the footsteps, and two dragon claws approach, saying, "Halt! Who goes there?" That's what we're on it tonight.
Oh, I want to fight. I'm so bad after that stupid little kobold burst out of that stomach.
So creepy.
That's nasty.
Yeah, someone homebrewed this really disgusting way that that kobolds are born, and I was like, that makes perfect sense.
Why would you do
That's
that? No,
awesome.
that does not make any sense, Christine. Stop it.
Oh, well, okay, so when they say, like, taking the worm, the initiation to be a cult member, this is homebrewed. This isn't in the book.
Okay.
So the initiation for them to be true cultists is to take the worm. And 3 things can happen. 1, you survive and you're officially a cultist. 2, the worms immediately kill you, and those are the nude people.
I figured, yeah.
Or 3, you become pregnant with a kobold, and then it just kills you when it bursts out.
Yucky.
And they get the worms from, like, when dragon eggs are born. They're covered in, like, or not born, but when dragon eggs are like spurred out, I guess they're like worms all around it.
That is just
yeah.
So foul. That is so foul.
You drink dragon jizz juice, and you either live, you die immediately, or you become pregnant with a dragon baby. Oh my god.
It's only a 1 in 3 chance of living.
Yeah. And they're like a lot of they're a bunch of like someone did like a bunch of added like just creepy shit that these people do, and I've added it all in there.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
man. At least you
if you
gave us a
talk
good
to
reason to
some-
kill these fuckers real quick. At least Zach will not feel bad at all no more.
Yeah. If you talk to some of the cultists, depending on what they're wearing, they will like tell you like the creepy shit that you have to do to join. But I will let you guys find that out if you want.
Oh, end the session so I can go vomit.
It's not that gross. Like, that's the gross. It's like one of them, like, you have to murder someone in front of them, and then in my other group that we ran, this in. They did get branded by the people that asked. And they were like, yeah, we'll just blend in. So 2 of the characters now have
Forever
brands.
branded? You guys,
Yeah.
that's like a tattoo. You don't get that removed.
And yeah, and
Now
then,
wherever you go, they'll be like, oh, they're part of the dragon cult. Shit.
well, yeah, well now they get advantage anytime they try to deceive them.
Yeah, except
like
after this campaign, have fun doing anything with the dragon
Yeah.
cult tattoo.
yeah,
That's
brand.
awesome, though.
It's not even
That's
tattoo.
awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, I loved it. They're like for newcomers, and I was like, "Ooh, you're gonna really do this, aren't you?"
No,
And they
I think that's a great. I mean, it's a great RP choice. I just can't imagine anybody like later on being like okay with you being part of the dragon cult.
yeah.
Bleh. Bleh. Bleh.
All right. Hope you guys had fun.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I loved it, and I got a
Good.
horse.
I can't wait till Thrilly
Look
gets
at my
captured by
horse, my horse
every
is
person we
amazing.
ever run
Give him a
into.
lick. Ooh, he tastes
It was just
like
like-
raisins.
I was like specifically going like, I hope I don't have to capture him again. And then it's just like the rolls just are too low. And I was like, I have no way to stop this.
He's just having a poopy dice night.
The past 3 weeks, all you've rolled is like you and Dandy have just been rolling like shit.
It'll turn around for Friday.
Oh yeah, thanks. Great. Looking
Well,
forward
he
to
did-
it.
He did almost he did inflict wounds at natural 20. So
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
did him real good.
yeah.
Oh boy.